Are you ready to guess some bad translations of video game and movie synopses? There is a hint system, and it's I have very specific hints for most of them because what I've done here, we'll go into it right now. This is the example, and it's an example because it's painfully easy. Special Agent Blank, in that mission to rescue us President Daughter, that person is achieved kidnapped by that religious cult on rural Spain. Blank fights hordes for enemies infected by that mind-controlling parasite and reunites the taking spy Blank.
I'm gonna say The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, that famous survival horror game, The Little Mermaid.
Resident Evil 4.
Clearly, yes, Resident Evil 4. Boom. Special Agent Leon S. Kennedy on a mission. So you see, I've blanked out things that are just too much of a clue.
You created these descriptions, or you pull them straight from like Wikipedia or something?
The video game ones are all from Wikipedia. Every single one of them is from Wikipedia. And then the movie ones, I think for a couple of the movies, I had to go outside the box to find the descriptions or the synopses. But yes, these are all like official entry descriptions, and they're all fairly accurate. I mean, they're all accurate, but as soon as they go through the translator, they start to get weird. Obviously, that one doesn't count as a point. That's the example. It's painfully
Why?
obvious because we've got 10.
What's the scoring system?
Oh, it's pass or fail.
Pass or fail? Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm not getting my degree here then.
I'll tell you what. For certain ones, there may be a half point in it for you, but I can't say why or how. Not yet. Okay. Here's your first real one. Now, I have put these in relatively easy to hard. It's based somewhat on popularity of the game or movie, but also based on what I believe that your gaming or film watching history is. So if it's a cult classic that I don't think you've heard of, it would be down lower on the list. But I might have you pegged wrong. So who knows?
No, peg me all you like. I want to warn you. I just turned 37, so my memory might be a little foggy.
Little foggy, yeah. Okay.
Little foggy.
Age and beauty. Wow. All right. First time. First real one. And this is what I would consider ultra easy. Not quite that easy. Not quite on rural Spain easy. But here we go. Guess the game. Blank. That widower. That person journeys to the town for blank. After receiving that letter, originate, he is a die-wife's.
He is a die-wife's?
He is a die-wife's.
What the f*** is?
After he journeys to the town for blank. After receiving that letter, originate, he is
Silent
a die-wife's. Silent Hill?
Silent Hill?
Is that your final answer?
It's either a yes or no. If it's not, then I'm
Is it your final answer?
Sure.
Silent Hill 2.
Oh, okay. We're getting specific. Okay, cool. All right.
So,
okay.
So that's where you get a half point.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it. He journeyed to that town for blank. Because he is a die.
Point, you get a half chub. All right.
Oh. Didn't realize that was on camera. After receiving a letter from his dead wife, that letter... let's go back. Receiving that letter originate, he is a die-wife's.
What is this?
It's Bad Translator.
Oh,
he is a die-wife's.
I was wondering when that was coming in. Okay.
Yeah, receiving a letter from his dead wife. It originates. He is a die-wife's. You gotta.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, he is a die. All right. I'm getting it.
Yeah, you're starting to get how the Bad Translator does its business, right? All right, next one. Guess the game. The story follows blank, that special operations agent sent taking that team to investigate that secluded island research facility. The finding house overrun taking dinosaurs. Blank must fought through the facility to discover its secrets and ultimately escape live taking woman of team.
Dino Crisis.
You got it. It's Dino Crisis. Story follows Regina.
I'm really glad it was 1.
Well, yeah. Well, two would probably describe the multiple characters in that terrible scoring system. But I almost blanked out dinosaurs, but I think that one would have been impossible without the word dinosaurs. Guess the game. Sent when the happens aftermath for that zombie outbreak. The in East Coast for United the States. Game pits its 4 protagonists, the dubbed blank, against hordes for the infected.
When that happens aftermath of East Coast is founding, so game pits 4 protagonists, dubbed blank, against hordes for. Is this in that Left 4 Dead?
Correct. Yes. So the reason I blanked out survivors was because I thought you might maybe confuse it with Back 4 Blood, because those are called cleaners. So I was like, I don't. That might put a little bit of mystery into it. But yeah, all right. Next up, guess the game. What time that private military company's secret research programmed goes wrong, and that endanger and empower psychic is unleashed? Blank am on call, the taking player taking the in role for the unit newest recruit point mans.
The f- did you say to me? What time that private military company secret research program goes wrong, and that endanger and empower psychic is unleashed? Fear?
All right. Yeah.
Hey.
So I did have a hint prepared for this one, and it's that the blank is too long because for some reason it went F-E there R.
Oh, we up that then. Okay.
Yeah. So I was going to say this is a misleadingly long redaction. This is a misleadingly long redaction for the acronym of fear.
Forgot the name. I didn't know Point Man. I was like, okay, well.
Yeah, Point Man. The Point Mans. I think you mean the newest recruit Point Mans. So far, you've only missed out on half a point.
2, baby.
Guess the game. The game features that protagonist named Blank, exploration that dark and foreboding castle called Brennenburg. While trying to maintain he is a sanity by avoiding monsters and unsettled events.
Unsettled events.
You can ask for a hint, and I can point you toward probably what's the most important word.
I don't want to say Castlevania. Brennenburg.
You want the hint?
I want the hint.
The key word here, the key thing to pay attention to is sanity. Sanity is the linchpin of this description, for sure. While trying to maintain, he is a sanity. These are when they get progressively harder. This is like the turning point on when.
Give me another hint.
Oh, I don't have another hint. Sanity. Sanity is the. I will say sanity is the biggest hint.
Am I gonna be mad once you say the name?
I don't know, because this is where I'm like, I'm not sure if you've actually played this one, but it is well known. I'll say I don't know if you've played it, but it is very well known for Amnesia.
I'm not gonna guess the number.
No. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you Amnesia. It's Amnesia: The Dark Descent, but it is the first.
I haven't played that.
It is the first Amnesia, so you get the full point on that one.
Okay. Maintain
his sanity by avoiding monsters and unsettling events. Guess the game. The story follows Blank, that young woman's that person wakes upon the dungeon for that castle after being involved on that car accident. Herself saddened befriends that whiten shepherd blank and begins the exploration castle, taking he is aid to seek that means for escape and the unravel mysteries for it and its inhabitants.
Story follows a young woman, a person with a castle being involved in a car accident. I can't get past this. What game do I know?
See, that's the thing. I'm not sure that you've played this one, but it probably is in your general zeitgeist as a survival horror fan.
Hit me with the guess.
So I have a mild hint, which is cult classic.
You should prepare more than one hint.
I do.
You're gonna need more than one hint. Okay.
No. I have a mild hint and then I have a strong hint.
Cult
for this
classic.
Yes, cult classic. It was not appreciated in its time, but it's a big hit with survival horror aficionados.
Alone in the Dark has.
Does this poorly translated plot sound like Alone in the Dark? Is what I would ask you.
I never played it.
But you know about Alone in the Dark. You know.
Do
you? I don't know. Maybe
give me a lot of credit here.
Maybe you should.
Is it Alone in the Dark?
I don't know. Is it?
Let's go with fuck it. Wait, let me get the second hint.
If you know this game, Whiten Shepherd should be a big indicator as to what it is.
Is this a direct? Is this a direct? I'm trying to cheat over here. Like, I just didn't even.
Oh, don't Google. Don't Google. Disqualification imminent. No guess. Nothing.
No guess.
You don't get negative points if you guess wrong. You just
okay. What is it?
Haunting Ground. PS2.
Why the f would I know?
Because you like horror. This is a really good horror game. This is a really good survival horror game on PS2, early 2000s.
I'm learning a lot about myself about which games I need to check out.
So the reason I thought this one was like middle ground for you is specifically because of just the Resident Evil 4 trivia about Huey, the white German Shepherd. You know the white dog that you let go at the beginning of Resident Evil 4?
Correct.
This game was originally Resident Evil 4, but they scrapped it, kind of like Devil May Cry was originally Resident Evil 4, and then they were like, this is too actiony, we need to make it something else. But the white dog, as kind of like an homage, a cameo, made it into Resident Evil 4. So Huey, the white German Shepherd, is... yeah. So I thought this might be somewhere in your mind.
Okay.
Because of the Resident Evil 4 connection. But that's all right. That's all right. That's
this
okay.
I didn't know.
That's like that's like the first one you've fully missed. You're doing really well.
That's a deep cut.
Oh, if you think this is a deep cut, just hold on to your butt.
Well,
the game is centered thee in 6-year-old boy, the blank, son for blank. That person murders members, for he is a household. Using powers for telekinesis and mind control to orchestrate deadly accidents, this led thee to deaths for multiple residents for blank manor. This is one of my favorite classic PC games. I think I'm just going to give you a free hint right off the bat. I'm pretty sure the release was 2007, and it is PC only.
Why the would that help me?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you've got it. Maybe you know. Maybe you know the 6-year-old boy, the blank, son for blank. That person murders members, for he is a household.
Luigi's Mansion.
Okay, I'm going to give you another free hint.
Give me a hint.
The first 2 letters of that guess are correct.
Luigi's Mansion was the first 2 letters of that hint?
No. The first 2 letters of Luigi's Mansion are correct.
As the beginning of the title?
The title of the game, yeah. If you haven't... If you aren't aware of a game in 6-year-old boy, the blank, son of blank, that person murders, for he is a household, then don't you Google. I see you typing. Get off the internet. No fairs.
No, I don't know this. What is this?
Okay. Lucius.
It's Damien. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly it. The game is centered on the 6-year-old boy Lucius, the son of Lucifer, who murders members of his household using powers of telekinesis and mind control to orchestrate deadly accidents that lead to the deaths of multiple residents of Dante Manor. It is a flat-out...
It's a video game.
Yeah, it's a great PC game. It's like Hitman, but it's a puzzle game, kind of. It's basically you're Hitman, but you're also the son of the devil, just like killing people in your house. It's awesome. Ready for the next one?
Ready.
Guess the game. Blank follows 5 students for Leafmore High School to those investigate strange happenings, taking players being a brew to control individual upon that any time, though while others am controlled by that computer or second player.
Is this a PC game?
No, it's not strictly PC. It was released on PC as well, but it's not strictly PC.
It came out on console first, right?
I don't know about first. Do not Google Leafmore. Do not get off the internet.
I'm looking at Haunting Ground. Leafmore. Is Leafmore the direct reference to it, or is it
Leafmore High School is a direct quote. That was not jumbled or f***ed up. Yeah. Taking players being a brew to control individual upon that any time, the while others am controlled by that computer or second player. So they're controlled by that computer or second player. PS2 game. Obviously, this is a horror game, too, because of the channel we're on.
I don't think I'm going to get this.
No guesses on this one? I do wonder if you've actually played this or heard of it, but here we go. Obscure.
I've heard the title. I didn't know what it was about.
Okay. This is one of the ones I have. I have Obscure and Obscure 2 on PS2, like physical copy. The interesting thing about the Obscure games is it's like a proto Until Dawn, because you can actually get your characters killed. It affects how effectively you can actually continue through the game. So if you lose characters, it makes it more difficult, more spicy. I actually don't remember if it affects the story. I think it just... because certain characters have skills. Like one character, you can hold down their skill button and it highlights items in a room. It's stuff like that. Ready for the next one? So, if I recall, we're 2 away from the end. These ones are so obscure, actually, that I didn't blank out anything. Like, I just I give you the whole thing. Oh yeah, classic. C-Rim City Police homicide detective Keith J. Snyder having that problem which involved he is a previous partner, Wesley Simmons. Then himself were assigned to that disciplinary measured to be that bodyguard of several VIPs. That person was key to inauguration for that new horror-themed The Casino, Desert Moon. I have one hint for you.
That's not going to help me. But go ahead.
It might. I have played it on the channel. Don't you go over that. Are you telling me you don't watch my videos, Jose? Are you telling me you don't watch my videos?
I support. I support
everything you do, son. Are you winning, son?
C-Rim.
If you don't, honestly, with this one, dude, if you don't know, you don't know.
I don't know it.
Okay.
What is it?
Countdown Vampires.
What the is this?
PS1, man. Classic Resident Evil knockoff. It's honestly pretty good. I really like this game. It's cheesy as shit, but
Vampires.
it's a lot of fun. The description was so long, I had to cut it there, but I was like, if you don't know C-Rim Police, Keith J. Snyder, or Desert Moon, then you're not going to get it if it says the casino had a bunch of white stuff rain down and turn people into vampires. All right, here we go. The final one for video games. Then we move on to the movies.
I'm gonna get those either.
I did blank them out I don't know why. I think
Most
I
of the Steve-
don't think this was as updated, but yeah, after a plane crashes onto Lake Michigan, that fog the covers nearby city for Chicago. Media company, I'm just going to tell you what it is, Zaka TV, don't Google it, sends that crew to the cover incident. Lead reporter, oh God, what was her name? Pamela something. That rookie cameraman and sound engineer Briscoe. Upon the arrival, crew is attacked by monstrous creatures. This take killed most the 4 city population.
Just give me the title.
It's
Give
on-
me the title.
It's on P. Okay. Michigan Report from Hell.
What is this?
It's a PS2 game. It's bobbins. It's absolute shit. It's wild. I also played this one on the channel, but it's so weird because it's camera. You're the cameraman. You're that cameraman, and it's it's bizarre. You have to find the clues, and it gives you this score, one of which is like eroticism, and I never got any points in eroticism, and I'm like, what are you supposed to do to get eroticism? There's literally a lady who crab crawls at you with a big Venus flytrap vagina, and I'm like, if this isn't eroticism that I'm catching right here, what is? You looking up Michigan Report from Hell? This one you don't have to add to your physical game collection list.
I'll watch the play.
That was it for video games. That was the final exam.
What did I score? Oh, it's a pass fail.
It's pass fail, but you did get a half of. Okay, so let's go back through them.
I got 2 halves and 2, so I got 3 points.
Wait, when did you get a second half? When did I get?
I got a half. I got a half for the first one, and then I got a half, I think, for Amnesia. No? Or
No. I gave you the full point for that one because since you said Amnesia and it was the first game, that's fine. Yeah, half a point because you only said Silent Hill. You didn't say Silent Hill 2 because he is a die-wifes. You got to remember he is a die-wifes.
It's a die-wifes.
Full point, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, still 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5 out of 10.
I'll take it.
I feel like you were slightly robbed on the Silent Hill one because obviously you were just like, that town, the stuff. You're just like, Silent Hill. But I was like, but he is a die-wifes, Jose. He is a die-wifes. Are you ready for the first movie?
Nope, but let's do it.
Remember, now we're going back to easy. We're going back from easy to hard. So
This is where I thrive.
you're probably... Easy or hard?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Does that mean both are equal?
I guess. I don't know.
All I know how to say is to call people Cinnamon Queen because that's a good flirt.
Cinnamon Queen.
Reina Canela.
Reina Canela.
Reina Canela.
I've never heard that before, but that's a good one. Okay.
Here we go. First movie. Guess the movie. Based in 1938 blank novella, that person goes this? It the tells story for that group for American researchers on Antarctica. That person the encounter eponymous blank, an extraterrestrial life form. This assimilates, then imitates other organisms.
La Cosa. Which is Spanish for the thing.
Oh, good job. I only know Reina Canela. Yeah, you got it. Based on the 1938 John W. Campbell novella. Guess the movie. Blank becomes winter caretaker upon isolated blank hotel on Colorado. Hoping to cure, he is a writer block. Himself settles on a long taking. He is a wife's blank. And he is a son blank. That person is plagued by psychic premonitions. Wow, that
The Shining.
The Shining. You got it. 2 out of 2.
Oh my God.
Why does it do that? A long taking. He is a wife's. What is with the incorrect plural of wife? That teenager cheats dead after having that premonition for that catastrophic blank explosion. Him and several for he is a classmates. The left blank. Once the when explosion occurs. Prevent dead later. The takes lives for those that person was mean to die in the plane. Whoops. I f***ed that up. That was supposed to be a blank.
Kitty cat in the background said Final Destination.
Final test. Yeah. So the I forgot to blank the third plane. Plane was the biggest hint.
I got it off of Premonition and then Classmates. I was like, oh, okay, they're going with.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I actually just rewatched every single one of them.
Which is the one with the trees that are cut, and it's the big rig.
2.
And then they all.
That's 2.
I always think about that every single time.
Me too. It's so. thanks for the trauma Final Destination series. The second one specifically has the most trauma in it. So we've got the logging truck, we've got the water bottle falling under the brake pedal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, elevators! Thanks for the fear of elevators.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, that's 3 big traumas from Final Destination 2 specifically. Final Destination were the things that our parents were afraid of, like things bouncing off of a railroad track and cutting your head off, getting stuck on a railroad track, getting hit with it, lightning attacking your electrical wires.
If they were to make one now, is it all just like mental illness and
Jose,
being unable to afford a house?
They are making one now. It's coming out next year.
What?
Yeah, they're making a Final Destination 6.
Is it about the economy collapsing?
It's yeah, Trump gets elected again and then we're all dead. Yeah, Final Destination 2, proper traumas from that.
Oh, totally. Yeah, that's one of my dad's favorite movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he made me watch. He's like, here, have a seat. I was like, what the? Why? Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. Was he a horror fan like in general?
He's the one who sat me down to watch Alien and like.
No way! Oh, he's like my mom. My mom.
Everything he's like, watch this is like Demolition Man, like anything that had to do with just like anything with is.
Oh, that's awesome. My mom was my portal to horror.
Demon's Night? He introduced me to Demon's Night?
No way!
Yeah, I was like, what are you making me watch? But okay.
It's basically porn.
Yeah.
Okay, guess the movie. Soon after moved onto that suburban tract home, blank and blank become increasingly disturbed by to what appears to be that supernatural presence. Hoping to capture evidence for it in filmed, those set upon video cameras, the on place prevent and don't prepared the of terrified events this followed.
I believe his name was Toby, and I believe the movie's name is Paranormal Activity.
Well, his name is actually Micah, but you got it. It is Paranormal Activity.
The ghost name is
the demon is Toby. The boyfriend is Micah. You got it.
It scared the shit out of me when it came out. I was like, God damn. I still think about this.
It was Blumhouse's first. This is why I love Blumhouse. It was their first horror movie that they produced. It was damn good. 2009, and that's why Blumhouse, even though they've been kind of hit and miss with the last couple ones, 2023 and early 2024 have been like a 500 batting average for Blumhouse, but before it was hit.
I need to revisit the list that you and I made on the movies that I need to catch up on.
It's like a 3-hour list.
I'm cool with it. I'll knock one out a week, and then if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. If not, we can move on to the next one. But like I need to catch. I'll just so much shit I need to catch up on.
I'm totally willing to, because we only went up to 2022.
Oh, which reminds me. Okay,
I cut off for 2023 because Megan was the one that was coming out next, and I cut off. I was like, these are all the Blumhouse movies through the year 2022. So we could do an update. Guess the movie. After carefree teenager blank sleeps taking woman of new boyfriend blank, the of first any time herself learns this herself, the is latest recipient for that fatal cursed. This is pass originate victim to victim via sexual intercourse.
It follows.
Does it follow? Oh, it does. It does
It
follow.
definitely
Yes,
does.
yes. Very good. Now, I don't quite remember the order I've put them in, but I think this is where we switch the threshold to medium difficulty.
God damn it. I thought I was doing so good.
You were. You've gotten like 4 in a row. That's good. Medium difficulty, though. Let's see how you do. No blanks on this one because it was a very brief synopsis. That grieving family is tormented by that demonic entity once later the than dead for their secretive grandmother.
I think about this every day. Hereditary.
Hereditary. Yep, that's right. That movie is, yeah. Ari Aster is a sick man. Guess the movie. The film follows that squad for soldiers fighting to survive and attacked by that pact for werewolves during that military training exercised on Scottish Highlands. Cult classic. It's a cult classic. 2002.
Anger.
One of the actors plays, if this helps, maybe it'll help. One of the actors plays Alfred in Gotham. Yeah.
TV show?
The show, yeah.
Horrible show.
Not a fan of Gotham? Oh. I only watched the first 2 seasons, and I was just like, this probably could take off.
Honestly, that's all I watched as well. And then I saw some other things. I was like, A squad of soldiers fighting to survive and attacked by a pack of werewolves.
You're doing very well on, like, instantly translating back to... Cult classic. Well known enough to have watched on maybe, like, Tubi on some random night and been pleasantly surprised by.
I don't have to be. I'm not poor. Don't come. Don't come for me. I grew up very poor. Don't fuck.
Damn. I don't. It's funny that you say I don't have Tubi. I'm not poor. It's like it's literally free. Everybody has Tubi. Everybody could have Tubi if they type it in. That's so funny.
What is this?
I'm clipping that. That's gonna be a short. That's gonna.
Man.
I don't have Tubi. I'm not poor. A damning indictment. That's
Give
not
me
gonna.
the movie. God damn it! Just give me. The movie.
All right.
I'm gonna be mad about this.
Dog Soldiers. Great movie. I'm glad. So you've seen it, right?
I've heard of it.
You've heard of. Okay.
I'm familiar with it, but yeah.
Well, since you're too rich for Tubi, you might not be able to watch it, but you could rent it on Amazon instead of watching it on Tubi, like us poor people. Next up, guess the movie. Okay, this is we're going into hard now. On that bid to pull, he is a shattered alive backward together. Troubling ex-cop blank takes that job to that secure guard, upon burned outward ruins for that once prosperous department store. To blank the patrol's charred hallways, himself begins to look horrifying images on the ornate blank. This still the adorn walls. If you want a hint, I have a really good one for this one.
Department store. Give me a hint.
Ornate blank is a big hint. What horrifying images could you see on an ornate blank?
Upon burning the outer ruins of once prosperous department store. The patrols.
Charred hallways of a department store.
Charred hallways himself and looking at a horrifying image. The unornate.
Do you feel like I've seen this?
No, that's why this is a harder one. I don't know if you've seen this. It is I think it's well known. I think it's actually a very good movie. I personally like it quite a bit.
All right, give me the answer. Where is it?
Mirrors.
I've never heard of this.
Never even heard of it, really? Oh. Well, add it to your list. It's actually a pretty good... It's got a lot of good creep-out moments in it. Especially towards the end. There's...
Is this Kiefer Sutherland?
It is Kiefer Sutherland, yeah. Oh, really? You can't stand him, huh? I personally don't have a problem with the guy.
It's petty. The reason I don't like Kiefer Sutherland is because he played Solid Snake, and I was like, this is not my Snake, dog. This is not my Snake.
I see how it is, and Jose, I'm here to tell you that really is petty.
I told you, I just didn't like it. A
lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't, and I never had a huge connection to the MGS series. I'd played the GameCube
David Hayter all
remake.
day, baby.
That's what everybody tells me. But I've played the first one I played was Twin Snakes on GameCube. It was the sexy remake of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to. I played until you switch from Snake to Raiden, and then I got bored. I also have 3 actually. Way back when the PS2 had that network connector, and 3 had that online multiplayer mode. I used to play that Subsistence. Is that what it's called? Subsistence? Yeah.
All right, what's the next one?
Mirrors is good. Watch it. That punk rock band becomes trapped on that secluded venue after finding that scenic for violence. Of 2, what those BC band themselves became targets for violence originate that gang for white power skinheads. That person in need of 2 eliminated everyone evidence the for crime.
The only movie I know about with skinheads is American History X, but that's not this. A punk rock band concluded venue after finding the scene.
Punk rock band is your biggest clue here.
Give me a clue.
This is a title clue. What do bands have before the show?
What do bands have before the show? Like
Bands, performing artists, everybody. What do bands
sound
have?
checks?
I mean, that's one thing they have, isn't it?
I don't know this one. Why would I don't
Okay,
know.
if you don't know it, that's fine. Definitely add this one to your list because this will fuck you up for life. This movie is hardcore. Green Room.
The Green Room. Why was that my next guess?
Well, if only it was your first. Anton Yelchin is the male lead for Green Room. Anton Yelchin is, in my opinion, an underrated, what I call Scream King. He, unfortunately, he passed away due to a freak car thing. Like a car was parked and then.
Oh
it
yeah. He. I think he passed away like going really fast.
He's been in some great horror movies. The remake of Fright Night was exceptional. I have a list. I have a list of Anton Yelchin. Like, I always forget. I think his birthday is in May, and whenever I remember, I've always just missed his birthday because I want to do a video about the horror movies he's done on his birthday. Next movie, nice, normal-looking blank is an obsession-taking movie-style slashers. Appreciation, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and Freddy Krueger. Blank decides to follow the on footsteps, for he is a hero's, and the ever self-promoter invites that documentary filmmaker and woman of crew to follow himself around to himself, constructs he is a ownership grisly legacy.
I don't know what this is, but this sounds like a really good watch.
I can tell you it is.
What is it? Because I don't think I've ever heard of this.
Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite meta films. Like, you know how Scream is all meta? It's all like, oh, we know about horror movies, and so we're going to use that. And then it's, oh, he's right behind you, but there's actually somebody right behind me. And it gets a little dull. This one absolutely nails it. It just nails it.
What is... Something like this just came out, but like...
In A Violent Nature.
Yes.
I have seen In a Violent Nature. Not all it's cracked up to be. Worth watching, yes.
Okay.
But
Okay.
maybe wait for it to come to something that you already pay for. I will say this is very different from that, though. I understand why it triggered that like correlation, but this one is, it's like found footage, basically. It's very, very good. So let me actually just read you the normal description, which is on the screen. Nice, normal-looking Leslie Vernon has an obsession with movie-style slashers like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and Freddy Krueger. Leslie decides to follow in the footsteps of his heroes and, Ever the self-promoter invites a documentary filmmaker and her crew to follow him around as he constructs his own grisly legacy. This one is actually full of cameos too. And what I think is the funnest addition is that Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and Freddy Krueger are actually in-universe real people. This isn't a guy who says, oh, I like those movies and I want to kill people like those guys kill in the movies. Freddy, Jason, and Michael are real.
Exist.
They're actually real people. It's like a profession.
Damn.
Being a slasher villain is a profession in the universe. It's very, very interesting. I love this movie. We're on to the final one. And
Already?
Yeah.
like-
Well, you've done really well in the movie one. You've done really well on the film.
Up until a certain point. Let me preface this by no means do I consider myself a
serial
horror
killer
movie aficionado. That as well,
Oh,
right?
okay. Well, I consider
do
you
I?
a serial killer. Just
I
so
do,
you know.
do I?
Yeah.
Wink, wink. You'll never catch me. But like, there's
Sit
room for
right there.
improvement. I really enjoy the genre. I want to do more. I want to expand. And I'm getting some really good titles out of this.
Well, I mean, I could do video games. I'll tell you this: video games were, I'm out. Like I don't think I could make another respectably cadenced video game list, but I could definitely make another movie list. So we could do this again with movies,
Okay.
and that would let you into the mind of the madman. Let the movies I like. All right, here we go. I
Well,
believe.
also, there's going to be more easy ones, but also there's going to be way more obscure titles. If we
I
go
mean,
down that.
it would be about the same cadence as we've had here.
Okay.
It would be, yeah. I could do movies all day. Video games were tough for me. Like I struggled to do 10 that I thought you might have a chance at. I didn't think you had a chance at the last two. I honestly didn't think you had a chance at the last two. I put those in. Okay, here we go. Last
Those
one.
were for you. Those were for you.
Those were for me.
Yeah.
All right. This one is a bastard, and I'll tell you why after I read the thing. That carefree lakeside vacation is interrupted by reemergence for killer Jason Voorhees after himself escapes originate that morgue, leaving bodies on He Is Awoke. He is awoke. Jason Voorhees is obviously awoke. Jason travels to Camp Crystal Lake, where that group for friends is staying. Now, the
Which
reason
Friday the 13th is
the
this?
reason this is a bastard is because there are 12 total movies where Jason Voorhees is named as a character.
It's not the first one, and it's certainly not Jason X.
Okay, no, that's good. I will. So part of my hint was it's definitely not the first one because obviously you know who the killer in the first one is. In the second one, he doesn't escapes originate that morgue. So what you have now, and you have correctly assessed that it's not Jason X. Good. That's 3 out of the question. 3 out of 12. So the question is, can you remember what Friday the 13th starts with Jason escaping a morgue? And I swear to God, if your hands go to that keyboard, I'm taking the point.
Okay. It's not the remake.
Correct. Now you've got 4 out of 12 eliminated.
It's Jason Goes to Hell. I don't think. Can I see the can I see the covers?
It's funny that you ask that. Oh shit! You didn't see that. There you go, though. There are the covers.
I was wishing I would see it because I wanted to talk about every single one. Okay.
Did you not see it?
I
Or
did.
You did see it.
I didn't. I saw it, and now I can't play like I didn't see it.
Oh man!
But I know I'm sad about it too because I wanted to talk about every single one. I wanted to fucking process of elimination.
Just for now, pretend.
Okay.
Go ahead. Do whatever process you were gonna do if you didn't accidentally see the cover. Just then.
Okay, so it's not. I wasn't really gonna count Freddy versus Jason because that's just like way too. And the remake, no, we said no on that one. Right?
No on the remake. No Freddy versus.
Not Jason X because it's not going to space.
Mm-hmm.
Not Jason Goes to Hell with the warm dildo thing.
Actually, you know what? What's funny? I think Jason Goes to Hell. He does come out of a morgue in Jason Goes to Hell.
Does he?
I don't remember it very well. I think I've only seen that one like twice, way long ago. But yeah. Oh man, I'm so pissed. I forgot the cadence of my slides.
I wasn't gonna say 2.
Oh yeah, two is definitely not because that's the first one that Jason is actually the killer.
Yes. And I was trying to remember where he came out of a morgue. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8. What was the title of 8? Jason Takes Manhattan. Yeah. Because I was like, no, it was not that one for sure.
And then 7 is like the new something. I don't. I can't read it. I can't read it.
The New Blood. Ow.
Is it the? Oh, it is the New Blood, isn't it?
The New Blood.
Yeah. So the New Blood is about the psychic girl who goes to Crystal Lake.
Yes. So like I was gonna systematically eliminate every single thing on the bottom because those are the ones I remember a little bit. As far as the top ones, because I know it wasn't 1, I know it wasn't 2, and so I was gonna have a hell of a time with 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So yeah, so 5 is where the series almost died because the killer was just some dude.
Oh yeah. That pissed people off.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
And yet they went up to Jason Lives, which was Tommy Jarvis going to. So after Tommy Jarvis was the star of 5, and then he goes to the grave of Jason, and lightning resurrects him.
Yes, I remember this.
And then part 3, honestly, I don't even remember what the hell happens in 3. It's a really forgettable.
I'm blanking on 3 and 4. So, yeah, I mean, I would have gotten it wrong. But like,
what would you have guessed? Just to be honest, what would you have guessed?
To be honest, I probably would have guessed 3.
You would have guessed 3. Okay. As you accidentally saw, it was Friday the 13th 4 or Friday the 13th the final chapter. I'm really pissed off about that one. I did. Oh man, I was so looking forward to doing the recap on what happened. I had it all thought out. I was like, it's funny that you mentioned what movies were. You nailed the thing. 1.
I got cocky
2,
with that, and I was like, let's
3,
let's do this, and then
4. Wait, hold on. Was Paranormal Activity? I lost count already. Hold on. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And that's where it fell off.
You fell off at 6. You didn't get Dog Soldiers. You didn't get Mirrors. Didn't get Green Room. Didn't get Behind the Mask. And then you got 6.5. So that means for the games, so out of 20 for this whole quiz.
Don't do that.
No. I just want to, because you've definitely got over 50%.
5, 3.5. Okay. Oh, you gave me the whole point. Yeah, because I didn't get anything else.
Yeah. Okay, so for 11 out of 20. When it kicks over to medium hard after just a couple, that's a pretty good score.
That's sharp. That's an incline. That's a sharp incline.
Yes.
I for sure thought Hellraiser was going to be in this.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, to be fair, I didn't think to put it in, but I can't imagine that one would be tough. Like, let's do it. Let's see.
Bad Translator.
Oh my God! Actually, this one's interesting. I'm curious as to how this is going to translate it. Sexual deviant Frank inadvertently opens that portal to hell. What time himself tinkers, taking that box himself by while abroad. The action unleashes gruesome beings called Cenobites. I would definitely blank that one out.
Definitely blank that out.
That person torn Frank body apart. What time, Frank brother, and he is a wife's Julia. Movement onto Frank old place that accidentally brought to what is leave for Frank backward to alive. Frank then convinces Julia he is a one-time lover.
He's a one-time what?
He's a one-time lover. So it's
God.
Frank then convinces Julia his one-time lover, but Frank then convinces Julia he is a one-time lover is fucking hilarious. No, I'm only good for one shot, babe. To lure men backward, the two place then himself with able to use their bloody to reconstruct himself. Yeah, all right, legit. I mean, hell, give me another one. What's another one that you think would be a... What's one that you think I wouldn't have seen?
There's nothing you wouldn't have...
I don't know. You don't know. Okay. Read it. Give it to me.
After a son dies on the hit and run accident, blank seeks revenge against teenagers responsible. The taking helps for that local witch. The summons vengeful blank to hunted and kill group of friends. Prevent what time blank discovers that bond between himself and the blank. Himself begins to take second thoughts around the employing vicious monster and himself fights to end it blank murderous rampage before it's too late.
Yes. Pumpkinhead, of course. Yes. When you said the hit and run thing, I was thinking. I almost stopped you and was like, "What? I know what you did last summer, but I let you keep going." And of course, it's Pumpkinhead. Yes. Come now. Come at me as hard as you can, Jose. You know you want to stop. You know you want to get me on one. We should have a segment, Stump Smokey.
I
am ready to receive the bad translation.
The N Midwest for the America citizens for blank take achieved transformed onto zombies after becoming infected by taking the blank. That biological weapon secretly developed by the pharmaceutical company blank, right? The military squad is sent onto the city by company members. The for blank countermeasure service, that group specialized on containing blank caused by the blank. Their objective is to rescue Dr. Cameron, that female scientist researching that new virus.
This is the movie or the game?
This is a little bit of both.
Well,
this is more of a movie.
Okay. The female scientist.
That's the only thing I left in because I was like, all right, I have to make it see it. So it's like a little, obviously, franchise. But,
well, it's Resident Evil.
Yeah. But what?
So hold on. Is this the game synopsis or the movie synopsis?
This is a movie synopsis.
Resident Evil Apocalypse.
No.
It's not Okay, the female scientist is the thing that's throwing me because was there a female scientist in Welcome to Raccoon City? Because the UBCS is the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. Carlos isn't in the W.S. Anderson movies until
later.
The third one. I don't remember Carlos or any of the UBCS being in Welcome to Raccoon City. It was because Welcome to Raccoon City was a mix of 1 and 2, like happening at the same time. What you described is... Wait, you said the name. What was the name of the scientist?
Dr. Cameron.
Cameron.
I would not have gotten this, but I'm familiar with it.
A Resident Evil with UBCS in it.
With UBCS in it.
Is this some like Japanese exclusive Resident Evil movie? Like an anime or something?
Maybe. It's animated, but it's not drawn out like traditional anime.
When you say movie, do you mean miniseries?
It's just the one shot. It's just the one shot.
Okay, so it's not Infinite Darkness. So it's not Degeneration. Degeneration is Leon and Claire. Damnation is...
If I gave you the name of the UBCS leader for the squad, would that help?
Unless it's... I mean,
if it wouldn't help me.
If it's Nikolai, no, because Nikolai is 3.
Correct. It's not like a lie.
Okay, so the only thing I can think of is Vendetta.
Nope.
Really? What the fuck? That's all the movies. It's not Damnation. It's definitely not Damnation. There's no female scientist in Damnation. It's about the freedom fighter in Slovenia? No, it's a fake country, not a real one.
Did I not see Death Island? Oh, I don't think I've seen Death Island.
Oh, it's definitely not Death Island. But Death Island was fun because you finally get to see Leon and Jill in the same story, which has never happened before. So it's animated, but it's not any of the 4 mainstream animated ones. It's not Degeneration, it's not Damnation, it's not Vendetta, and it's not Death Island. I don't know. I give up. You got me.
Biohazard 4D Executor.
What?
It was a limited Japanese release.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I nailed it with if it's some Japanese only thing. I haven't seen it.
It's a short 19-minute animated feature called Biohazard 4D Executor, with new characters outside of the canon who go into Raccoon City and on a search and rescue mission to recover Umbrella scientist Dr. Cameron.
Okay, well, now I gotta make a note to try and find that.
I think it's on YouTube. It's only like 20 minutes.
If it's a limited release, I'm sure somebody's... What was it? Biohazard
4D.
4D. So it smells too? You really had to dig deep on that one.
I had to dig so f***ing deep, and it's the only way I can come out of this.
With you made the God King bleed. That's all you.
But a Nick.
I would like to try to get 2 out of 3. Put your bad translation where your mouth is.
You're gonna get it, but on blank, players face the blank cunning witch queen. That person is the steel lit. Exploring woman of eerie throne world. Uncover woman of sinister plans. The battle blank. The wielding lit.
Destiny. You got it with you spoiled it with Witch Queen, because I know that I have it downloaded. And you never played it with me. You
it's
said,
Witch Queen.
Bruh,
I'll play it right now.
Bruh, you should download Destiny.
We'll do it.
Witch Queen.
We'll do it.
You f***ing nerd.
I told you, every single time I'm on here, I'm going to make one Destiny reference.
All right, man. I'm going to let you go. Thanks. Thanks for doing my quiz with me.
Anytime.
All right, how about now?
All right. Have a good night. We're starting right now.
Yeah. We're going to do another one. I got 20 more for you.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
dude. Take a nap.